Welcome back to episode 3 of Suck Me Dry with your boy, John Valadez, aka Jody Joe 187. And today, first off, man, let me tell you this, man. It was a long week, man. Let me tell you that. This week went by pretty slow. Man, I ain't do shit this week. I ain't do shit last week. I ain't do shit the week before that. And today, I got some shit to talk about, man. I got some shit to talk about. Let me tell you that. Man, fuck. Today, I haven't eaten shit today. I haven't even been out my room. I've only been out I only went out once because I went to get my my Gatorade. Or a Powerade, I mean. Okay, hold up. First of all, yo, why do they got Powerade and Gatorade? Like, nigga, make one. I mean, they both taste the same. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? And they're both pretty much like they're both in the same category. They're both in the same category. So one of you needs to go. One of you needs to go bye-bye, all right? Cuz there can't be two that be tasting the same. It's like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. One of you got to go. You know what I'm saying? You can't have two you can't have two companies with the same flavor, you know? Like, what the fuck? Like Sprite and Serum Mist or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Just become one, or just one of you die. You know? Like, one of you just stop. But I mean, more people, Mexicans are into like Coca-Cola and shit. But I see why Coca-Cola's a little more famous, you know, because they got that cocaine up in there. You know, Coke, you know. Just by the name, you already know something's going on. Coke, some Coca-Cola, man. You already know what it is. You know? Back in the 80s, Coca-Cola was famous back in the 80s. You know why? Because the 80s was the time and place where cocaine was being used. That's where cocaine was being used, you know what I'm saying? Cocaine was being developed and used in the 80s. That's why when rappers are saying, you know, selling coke like it's the fucking 80s or something like that, man, you already know. That's when it was developed. That's when people started going crazy on that. Business started booming because of cocaine, you know? Cocaine brought all these big businesses around here. Even Donald Trump, he probably took a bunch of cocaine when he was young, bro. Like, he was all with them strippers and shit, you know? He was just fucking and sucking, bro. He probably sucked a couple dicks too, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's possible he was on cocaine, man. All that energy through your veins and shit, man. You don't even know what you're doing at that point. Just like if you're taking some hallucination drugs, like some mushrooms or some PCP or some other stuff. PCP. First of all, if you're doing PCP, you're dead, bro. You're dead. You're dead. Trust me. You do PCP once, you're dead. You do it again, you're still dead. You know? Like that one guy that did PCP, where was it? It was a couple years back. Some guy in Florida did PCP. He was high on PCP. And what he did, he bit somebody's face off. Man, it was like I want to say 5-6 years ago, because I remember my brother was still here living with us, and he was like, yeah, bro, there's some guy that just straight up turned into a zombie and bit somebody's face off, and he showed me a picture of the guy on because we looked it up on Google, and his eye, okay, there was no skin on his face, by the way. It was just the color red, like carne, you know, like meat. his eye was down to his mouth, and his mouth was down to his neck. His nose was nowhere to be seen. His other eye was gone. And the guy the guy that was high as fuck on that PCP. That guy is wait, what happened to? Oh yeah, he got shot like several times, bro, and he wouldn't die. He wouldn't die. So like these motherfucking army or whatever just kept on kept on shooting that motherfucker, man, until he died. I don't know what they did with his body, man. I don't know what the fuck. But man, if you're on those hallucination drugs, you're crazy, man. I don't know what you're doing I don't know how you can handle that, man. That's too much, man. Like Mike Tyson, I never knew Mike Tyson was into hallucination drugs until I listened to his podcast and he started talking about the toad. There's a toad out there that either you can lick its back, you can lick that motherfucker up and get high as fuck, man. You die. You literally die. It's called DMT, I think it is. DMT, I think. Yeah. It's called DMT. You smoke it. You smoke it almost like if you're smoking meth or something, you know what I'm saying? You smoke that shit and you straight up go crazy. Trust me. You guys can go look up, you can, like, whenever you got time, look up people using PCP, like on YouTube, and they'll show you videos of people like going crazy and then they straight up die, or they say that they die, and then it's like a rebirth drug, you relive, you die, and then that's crazy, man. And then Mike Tyson was saying, like, yeah, I went down to some place and there was some old motherfucker that was like, hey, you ever try this shit? And he was like, nah, I haven't tried that shit. And then boom, he took some. He said that he died and he rebirths, bro. He came back alive, man. He came back with a new perspective of life and everything, But now he opened a Mike Tyson, man. Let me tell you this: Mike Tyson has changed over these past years, man. Mike Tyson, okay, he was a boxer. He was the best boxer, I would say in history, man. He was one of the best. First hit, you're out, man. He would knock your ass out if you were in the ring with him. But lately, he's not really into that no more. He's getting older and shit like that. So what I heard him say was he's more about that dope smoke. He's more into that dope smoke now. He's been smoking marijuana now. And he just opened up a place. It's called the Tyson Ranch. Yo, he has some of the best, marijuana, some of the best marijuana. And man, I follow him on Instagram, and the buds, they're like, damn, son, like those are sparkling, bro. Like over here where I'm at, where I live, you can't find nothing like that. Trust me, that's luxury. And then what he did, okay, look, what he did a couple months ago, he laced marijuana with the PCP. I mean, no, not PCP. I meant the fuck. What was I just talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. What was that one drug? The DMT. He laced it with DMT, and I don't know how that shit works, bro. But that shit's crazy. I think it's crazy, man. He has a podcast out there too. I only listened. I remember when it first came out, I was like, oh hell yeah, man, I'm gonna listen to this shit. And a couple episodes in, I was to me it got pretty boring. So I was like, nah, fuck that shit, bro. What you doing? What are you even talking about up in this bitch? He just has random guests. He has random guests, and I'm like, man, okay. First of all, what the heck? What's this? What's this all about, man? What's your podcast about? For sure, it's not comedy, or is it just the dope smoke? Cause all he does is smoke dope up in there with his homie, some NFL player. I'm like, is this what it's gonna be about? Dope smoke, smoking with celebrities and shit. I remember he had Mike. I mean, yeah, Mike Tyson had I think it was Wiz Khalifa on it. Man, they were toking it and shit, man. That shit was lit, bro. Too bad I never listened to it. But anyways, fuck, man. I didn't even want to start talking about all this shit. I already spent 10 minutes talking on pure bullshit, man. I don't even know what the fuck. So yeah, I'm up in my room. I haven't left for a couple hours, It's 7:34 right now. Been up in here for a while. So yeah, my brother just a couple hours ago came in with a bag with a burrito in it. He came and knocked on my door and he was like, "Here's your burrito, man. Here, they told me to give you this." And I was like, all right, cool, man. It's a burrito, man. Who can, who can turn a burrito down? You know what I'm saying? When I opened the door, he was like, "Here's your order, sir." And I was like, what the fuck, man? And I was like, damn, it must feel good. It must feel good getting food up to your feet, man. Like, it must feel good, to have somebody come up to your door and just be like, "Here's your order, sir." Like Postmates is Postmates is that the service that orders the food? I mean, brings you the food that you want. I think it's Postmates. But yeah, imagine having something like that. It's just dope, man. Like I felt good. I was like, damn, son. I didn't even have to get up, man. I can just do this right here. You know what I'm saying? So So I think it was on Monday. There was a fucking. We had to go down to the village, and by the village there's a park. I mean, my dad had to go and take some. We had to go take a stage, so that people would be, would go up on the stage and like either put their equipment on it, like the music equipment and shit, or just dance on it or whatever the fuck. So we went, we took it, we were there early, nobody was there to tell us where to put it. So we had to wait a couple hours and shit, and then a couple minutes later some chick shows up and she's like, "Yeah, go ahead, it's gonna be right there." We were like, all right then, we were putting the things over there, you know what I'm saying? We were putting the things where they told us. We were putting the stage where they told us to put it. And okay, look. There's a way you wear glasses, all right? There's a way you wear glasses. And there's a way that you put your glasses when you're not using them. So you either put them, I don't know, on your shirt, like you hang them from one of the things, and then you just, I don't know, like wear them backwards. You know how those wannabe cool guys do it? Like they put them behind their head, and it looks like they got four eyes. But I don't even know if that's the wave. There's also just take them off and leave them in your car. It wasn't even that bright that day, so I'm like, why what are you doing? What are you doing? It wasn't that bright, And this girl was straight up wearing her glasses as a mustache. What the fuck? What are you doing? All right, like what? Hey, take those motherfucking glasses off. What are you doing? She was straight up. You know how old people put their glasses? They put it to the tip of their, like they put them down to the tip of their nose, and then they like push them up, or they're trying to read something and they have them at the tip of their nose and shit. Well, she had them. Like right above her lips and right under her nose, like a mustache. What are you doing, dude? Do you know how to wear glasses? Do you know how to set glasses on your face? Cause I don't. That's not how you put your glasses on. And the other thing is, she was just texting. She was texting. Let me tell you something about these people. They were Cubans. They were Cubans. I feel like I always have to get into all this different types of people shit, you know what I'm saying? Like the first episode, Mexicans, the second was about some, I don't know what the fuck. And now I'm talking about Cubans, but it's okay, It's okay, like what Crystalia said one time, It's America, you know? You can be whatever you want. You can do what you want, It's a free country. But don't wear your glasses like that or set them on your face like that, There's a lot of other ways you can do it and look intelligent, because that's not how you look intelligent, putting them, it's not like you got them out of a vending machine or whatever. Like when you would go to the store and you would ask your mom for 2 quarters because you wanted to crank that thing so that you would get a little fake mustache, and then put it on your face, Like, did you get it? Did you get it from one of those? Because what are you doing? I was like, nah, that's not the wave, Like, even now, I was laughing, bruh. Like inside of me, I was laughing, and at the same time, I was kind of pissed because that's not the wave, That's not the wave. And what's up with these Cubans and their strong colognes, their strong colognes slash perfumes? What are you doing, bruh? Well, it's actually not just Cubans, but every Mexican. Why do you have to wear such a strong smelling perfume or cologne? I don't think it's necessary. Don't do it. I can smell it from a mile away. And I can, if I called my homie, hey, you wanna come over? You wanna come over? And I can already smell your perfume from a mile away. And I'm like, oh, he's almost here. 2 more minutes, he's here. And I guess it right, then I don't know. You shouldn't be wearing that much, And it was interfering with how I was working, because I was putting up the stage, and I was like, I can't work with this smell. And the smell is like, I can't explain the smell. It's old people slash almost dead people. You know what I'm saying? It's a perfume or cologne that you would find at a funeral home, They're dead, or either almost dead and dead. If you got a dead person and almost dead and a almost dead person, and you just put them in a blender, that's the smell you'd get, Yeah, so stop wearing so much cologne, and not just Cubans, Everybody does it, or they just spray way too much. And that's, again, that's not the wave. Just put a little bit, man. I remember I would, at school, the chicks I would hang out with, they'd always be like, they were always saying like, "Damn, that kid smells good," and I'm like, "Nigga, that guy sprays like shit. I don't know what's he doing, bro. He's just like how much you gotta spray, man? To be honest, man, what I do, I just spray one on the skin, I go under just once, and I go at least three on top. But I don't have any strong, so I have to do a couple. But just a couple. I don't go the whole bottle on myself. I don't do the whole bottle, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's just too much. I don't know. I don't know why people do that. And I'm like, obviously he smells good. But all you can smell is his cologne. Or they just do it because they want to hide the smell of their breath. Sometimes they want to go up to you, they want to talk to you, and they just spray so much cologne that you can't even smell their breath, everything just smells like cologne. Like, yeah, just what the fuck, man. And the only beer that they drink, I feel like the only beer they drink, the Cubans, I'm still talking about Cubans. The only beer they drink, I don't even know if you guys have heard of this. Tecate? Have you heard of that? Because I don't think anybody drinks that these days, man. I've never seen no Mexican, no nothing buy that type of beer. And like at a quinceañera or a wedding, I've never seen that type of beer around. All I see is all these Coronas and Modelo and and these other hillbilly drinks. Or they just get the strong shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get that strong stuff. But yeah, like, they had maybe 20, no, not 20, like 15 packs of that. And the rest was water. The rest was water, man. I'm like, nah, that's not in that. Hey, man. Like, I don't want to talk too much shit about Cubans, but they just bring it up themselves, Like, what the fuck? Get it right, you know what I'm saying? Don't be drinking too much of the same shit, cause nobody drinks that. I know you want to be different. I know you want to be different, man. I know you want to be different, but sometimes it gotta be the same, man. Not everybody likes the same shit as you, weird ass motherfuckers, man. You know. And it was, but and yes, it was at a park. It was at a park. And when I saw that it was at a park, and the first thing that came to my mind was public intoxication. But that then quickly changed to, oh, it's okay, because obviously they got permission by all these people. They had permission. But at the same time, like, I don't think that's necessary at a park, especially if you're gonna drink. Don't drink at a public park, because it's a public park. If you're gonna drink, and you're gonna drink, get a private place, like somewhere that is hidden, kind of, like where normal people have parties. Not at a park. Maybe at your house, or just get a salon, fuck, man, what do they call it? I don't know what they call it in English, bruh, but But yeah, like, no, not in the public. I don't think that's the wave, you know. I don't think that's the wave to be doing, to be drinking in front of all these people. And there was people up in the party that didn't even go for the party. You know, they were just there to be at the park, and that's just no. Don't be drinking in front of these people. You know, what are you doing? And then they were going crazy, man. These Cubans are crazy, man. They don't stop. They don't stop dancing. These people are crazy. And when we were taking all the shit out of the when we were taking all the shit out of the trailer, there was these two chicks not really jogging. They were like speed talking, and speed walking, and they were talking to each other. My dad, you know, being a good person, he says good morning. You know, and these two chicks were some white chicks, you know, some I don't want to always bring up race into these podcasts, but she was a white chick, you know. They were both white. I'm saying, and yes, I am saying that every white person does this. You know what I'm about to say. I'm saying it to all white people. You know, they don't got manners. You know. Um. So my dad, being a good person, you know, and being Mexican, he said, "Good morning." And what I didn't like about that was he, you know, yes, I am saying normal people usually say morning back, you know. You know, they say morning, you know, good morning. But these two chicks just looked at him and smiled. Just smiled, you know, and I was like, what's going on here? Did you just smile back instead of say good morning? You know, he was just doing his job. He was doing what he's doing, and you know, he just felt like being a good person. He just said good morning, and you give him a smile back. You give him a smile back? Yo, if somebody did that to me, I'd knock your ass out. I'd knock your ass out, even if I don't give a fuck what you are or who you are. You smile back at me when I say good morning, and then just keep going, keep going. I'll knock your ass out. I don't give a fuck if you're a chick or a guy, you know? You know, if you're transgender or gay, I don't give a fuck. I'll knock your ass out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Say good morning. You know, say good morning back. I feel like it's just disrespectful, even if it's just a smile back, you know? A good morning, saying good morning to somebody is no intent to hurt you. It's just the intent to, you know, be like, hey, you know, like, see, you know, just say good morning is just saying like how you doing, you know, like the way you answer back is how you're doing. If you say good morning back, there's so many ways you can answer back. Like these two chicks did, smiled, like they didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck about it. They didn't give a fuck about the good morning he gave away, you know? He gave to them. And there's people that say morning, you know, like they don't got the energy, and that's fine. You said it back. It's cool. But you know, and that's how you can tell how somebody's energy is, you know. You know, if they answer back with a good morning, the same way they said it to you, you said it to them, then you know, it's cool, you know. It's cool. Um and also, yeah. So about them Cubans and stuff, that's it, you know, that's all I gotta say about all that and shit, man. And by the way, that was on Saturday, and we had to wake up hella early to put that stuff up, and we had to get we had to be there pretty late to pick it up. And yeah, and what's up with these old people, man? Like, hey, what are you staring at? What are you staring at, bruh? Straight up, bro. They like just stare at random shit. Like, See, I don't know what the hell they're doing, bro. They're just staring off to space. I don't know what they see. I don't know what. All I know is I can't just sit there and look at cars just pass by. You know, I can't be like that. That's not the world we live in no more. So I remember Crystalia said that some guy got arrested because he was old and he was just staring at people at the park. People nowadays, what they do is look at their phone. You know, no, back then they would just sit on the park and just look at people doing what they doing. But nowadays people think of them as stalkers. They think they gonna eat somebody or they're gonna kill somebody. And then people feel threatened, so they call the cops and they arrested the man, or at least asked him some questions. And I think he was from Ireland or something. Not United. He wasn't from here, from the United States. He was somewhere else. He was from somewhere else, but he did that here. And I'm like, what? Man, shit has changed. Shit has changed from the 1980s and 70s. People with them iPhones and Samsungs and their phones. What they do nowadays, they sit at a park. They look at their phone. They don't take time to express. To look around and see all the birds and people miss stuff, man. Like that commercial of Bigfoot, of driving driving and texting driving. You might miss Bigfoot. You know what I'm saying? You might miss Bigfoot. Keep your eyes wide open. But yeah. Anyways, what's up with the old people, man? What are you staring at? What are you staring at? I can't do that. I can't just stare at something or somebody or at whatever the fuck I'm staring at. I can't be staring at just one thing. I don't think anybody can. See, what I see myself in the future doing is doing the same thing as what I'm always doing. And that's always on Instagram and shit like that. I see myself as an old person never giving up on these type of devices. And I know most of you also feel that way. That you're not going to let go at some point. Maybe you're 70, 60, and you're not going to or even older, maybe like almost 80, and you're not going to let go of these devices. You're just gonna be scrolling and scrolling. That's gonna be the future. The future is old. The nowadays young people are gonna be, when they're 70, 80, they're not gonna be sitting there and just looking at nothing. They're gonna be sitting there on their phones, on their Samsung 500 or iPhone 6000 or something. And see, man, everything changes nowadays. Everything's gonna change. Everything's different nowadays. It's not the 80s no more. We can't be putting cocaine in no drink no more. You know what I'm saying? Gotta change it up a little bit. Maybe some PCP. How some people go crazy. And oh shit, this brings me back. So our truck has no speedometer. Cause it's fucked up. The bitch that drives it, she don't know how to drive it, man. She goes crazy on the shit, and she fucked it up. But yeah, there's no speedometer on it. It doesn't work. It just doesn't move. And my dad wanted me to drive it. He wanted me to drive it, cause I got my permit. He wants to train me so I can get my license. But I was like, hell no, I ain't driving that. I'm not driving that. I don't want to get pulled over and tell the cop, when the cop's like, hey, how fast were you going, man? How fast you were going? Now I'll be like, hey, what the fuck? I have no idea. I'll be honest with you, sir. I have no idea. He's going to be like, you shitting me, boy? You shitting me, boy? And I'm going to be like, hey, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know if I should tell you this because I might get arrested or we might get fucked up. I can't be saying this. I don't think I can tell the officer that the speedometer doesn't work, because then he's going to take us off the road, you know? So I was like, you know what, Dad? Nah, fuck that. I ain't going to drive, you know? Like, fuck. I ain't even going to try, you know? I ain't going to try driving with that. If your speedometer works, then alright, give me the keys, you know? But your speedometer doesn't work. You know, I think you should keep the keys, man. I think, you know, you should keep the keys. I don't know how people can drive like that, especially my parents. I don't know how you can drive like that, man. That's crazy, man. That's just not knowing the speed you're going. I mean, I guess you can look at other cars around you and then estimate how much you be putting in, you know? But also, it doesn't tell you the gas. It doesn't tell you how much gas you got. It's fucking stupid. Alright, so I want to keep these fucking episodes like 30 minutes. But I'm already at 36. But I still got some shit to talk about. So this is a dream. I had a dream a couple days ago of moving out and living with a richer family, you know? And it was incredible. Let me tell you that. It was incredible. I think I left just for the summer. I moved out just for the summer. Because I remember me saying, like, damn, this is going to be my summer every year. You know, and I was like, damn, son. So yeah, in my dream, I moved out for the summer. Lived with a rich family. Pretty crazy. Lived in a mansion. I had the biggest bed in the world. You know how dreams sometimes are just stupid? Dreams sometimes just don't make sense. So I was on the bed. I got off the bed because I was gonna connect my charger, and I kept on slipping for no fucking reason. Like if I've never ran on tile or walked on tile with socks on. It was like ice. I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I falling? This makes no fucking sense, you know? And I connect the charger, I come back, I keep on falling, trying not to make a lot of noise. Because I was like, oh shit, I can't be waking these people up, you know what I'm saying? And then I get on the bed, you know, I was gonna fall asleep. I fell asleep. The bed was full of blankets and pillows. And I just felt like, you know, somebody in a juggernaut suit, you know, like in Call of Duty. I just felt like that motherfucker up in there, you know, cramped up and shit. I was like, what the fuck, you know? But yeah, and then the next day I wake up and they're making breakfast and shit. I felt rich, bro. I felt rich. I was like, yeah, I love this shit, man. I walk out. It's the worst neighborhood to be in. It's the worst neighborhood. It's such a big house. It's a beautiful house inside and outside. And I guess these people decided to build it in the worst area of Las Vegas. Because it was Las Vegas. They decided to build this house in the middle of the hood. Because I walked out, there was a bunch of hood people out, you know, with guns and shit. And I got into a shootout, and my the chick, I don't want to say mom, but you know, the chick that I you know, the chick, you know, she just pops out fucking Uzi and brrr. I'm like, nigga, this dream makes no fucking sense. What's going on here? Is it telling me I'm gonna be rich in the future? Is it telling me I'm being a gang? I'm be, you know, killing some people? What the hell's going on? What's going on? Man, I fucking hate it when dreams are. Man, I don't know if dreams are ever trying to tell you something. But if this dream was trying to tell me something, then I don't know what the fuck, what it was trying to tell me, you know? I have no idea what this dream was trying to tell me. But it was pretty crazy, you know? I lived in a rich house but poor neighborhood. So I was watching TMZ the other night actually, and they were doing an interview with Lamar Odom or something like that. He used to be a basketball player for Los Angeles, or fuck yeah, I think it was Los Angeles. So he wasn't, TMZ, when they do live with people, the person is usually on a computer or filming himself. Lamar had a person holding the camera. And you have to have trust in that guy. If he drops it on a live interview, you're dead. I'd kill him. I'd beat him up. Right in front of TMZ, bro. I'd be like, "Hey, you stupid motherfucker! Why you drop the camera, man? You disrespecting. This is disrespectful." I'd do that right in front of those motherfuckers. So you have to have trust in the camera guy, and this guy just didn't know how to hold camera, or I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he was trying to use his phone too, but he just didn't stay on him. At first he started out with him being in the middle of the shot. He was recording him, and he was in the middle of the frame, and then he ended up being at the corner. Like, you can move a little bit, but if you start moving a lot, that's just not good. It's just not good for anybody. It doesn't look good on you or him. And the cameraman, if you're gonna have a cameraman, the cameraman should not talk at all for you. He should be quiet. He shouldn't make any sound. He shouldn't do anything. When you watch a movie, you don't see the cameraman. You don't see the cameraman saying, you don't hear the cameraman's voice. You know what I'm saying? You hear the actor's voice. You hear the person in front of the camera. You hear the person in front of the camera's voice. But if you talk, if you fucking, the cameraman talks, I shoot him. I shoot him in the knees. Yeah, in the knees. I shoot him in the knees so he can't walk no more. You know what I'm saying? He can't walk no more. Just like that. And let me tell you this. Lamar Odom, not once, I think that's his name, not once did he look at the camera. Not once. When I say not once, I say not once. He would look around the camera. He would almost look at the camera, but not close enough. You could see it in his eyes. He was nervous. But what you gotta do is get over that. You gotta look a person straight in the eyes, and that person is the camera. When you're in front of a camera, the person is the camera, not the person recording it, but the camera. So yeah, the cameraman, man. You gotta look at the camera. It's not like when you're talking to somebody in high business class, you can't look at their feet. You can't be looking around while you're having a conversation with them. You gotta look at them straight in the eyes, or they won't take you serious. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, dude. I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I gotta get back to eating my Pop-Tarts and drinking my Powerade, man. Gotta get back to drinking my Powerade and munching on my Pop-Tarts. By the way, if you heat up your Pop-Tarts, you're gay as fuck, man. I don't know what you are, man. Well, alright. I wanted to keep this 30 minutes, but it's 40. It's about to be 45 right now. Well, this is another this is another episode with your boy and Jody Joe 187. Well, I don't think I should say that. This is another episode. This has damn, I'm already losing my voice. You guys hear that? I'm losing my voice. This has been another episode of Suck Me Dry with your boy, John Valadez, aka Jody Joe 187. It's only the beginning. Let's get it. Gang gang.